Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Junction podcast. We're here for episode 136 this week, and we're joined by Matt Long 6 Gaming. How's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Had a pretty good week. We'll play some Marvel Rivals the other day with some other people. It's pretty cool. Like what, 6, 7, 8 people, something like that.
Yeah, that was fun yesterday.
It was fun. I hadn't loaded up the game in a while. Matt told me, there's this big update coming out that day. You know, I titled the stream the update, and there was no update. It came out the day after.
Yeah, it came out today, and we live streamed it yesterday.
I was like, goodness, he's always screwing me somewhere. I'm just kidding. But no, we did have a good week with news. We got some Donkey Kong Bonanza stuff going on. Obviously, that comes out, 17th, Matt?
Yes, and I just got, Walmart told me that they're preparing it for shipping now.
I should check mine a little bit. Yeah, I ordered mine also from Walmart thinking it was a launch title, so I bought it a long time ago. But yeah, I'm really excited for that game. You know, I've openly said I was more excited about that than Mario Kart World. Still love Mario Kart World, love Mario Kart, but a game like that where it's been, what, will this be 25, 26 years since we had a 3D Donkey Kong game?
A while.
A long time. You know, most of my life. So it's exciting. It looks cool. I gotta say I'm a little nervous about some of the performance things that have come up with like Digital Foundry, where they've like analyzed the footage and actually been hands-on with the game.
Yeah, I was like dropping frames and stuff, even in the
direct.
The direct.
Yeah, I was like, it's not good. It's not good, but it still does look exciting. So hopefully, if there's anything you got to patch or something, I mean, I would hope, Nintendo of all people would have that stuff kind of prepared before, so you don't have to patch a cart. So. But yes, I guess we'll see on that one. But we've also got some of the big news for this week, which we'll be talking about the Ghost of Yotei State of Play, which just happened yesterday. Some big stuff announced there. Also, Superman just came out this weekend, so we got some other pop culture stuff, a few things here in the news this week to talk about that's non-gaming, but I did go see it today. So I'm going to talk about a little bit there with that. And we got, an Astrobot update. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 came out today. So decent week with stuff. We also got some sad news in here today related to Pokemon. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and dive into
the new
everything we got.
Football came out yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, College Football 26 came out yesterday. I got that shipping out to me because obviously I'll promote it here again, but we're running a big tournament that I put out like on the socials.
Yes, come.
Continue. Yes. Yeah, for Immersion Fest, me and Matt are running a big tournament with College Football 26, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, which I got the copy, just came in the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was going to show that off.
Mario Kart World,
the
Jamboree.
years 1 through 2 edition that literally just came out. So it's the brand new edition with all the characters and stuff. But yeah, Mario Kart World, Mario Kart Jamboree. Did I miss anything?
Smash Brothers
Ultimate. Yeah, I continually forget that one because that was a late ad. But yeah, so that's going to be some cool stuff. It got ran out on their site of posts. I reshared it on the Facebook and X the other day, which is one of our big local news platforms. But yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can do a thing real quick. Well, I know we're live, so I'm sorry for audio listeners.
Well,
you want to see? Unless Matt, you can pull it up while I'm talking, maybe. You can pull up our thing and see how many people have entered so far.
Sure, I'll check Immersion. Yeah. It's going to be Circleville, Ohio, if you guys want to come.
Yeah. Yep, Circleville, Ohio, where it's going to be the fair, the new fairground. Yeah, I say new. This is new to me. Yeah, August 9th. So it's going to be cool. I'm going to continue putting stuff out. Matt is as well. Reminding people about that. Getting signups for that and stuff. I know that the search or the clicks on like side posts hit like over 8,000 or something.
Wow.
As far as the clicks on the article, that's not people that have entered, like even more people have shared that article and stuff and have entered and like tagged people and stuff like that. But yeah, it'll keep growing, especially as it gets closer. There'll be more and more signups, so it'll continue to get ran. But yeah, I'll go and jump into what we got here for.
I know we have like at least 170 people are already going to be like at Immersion Fest. And those are all the people who only talked about on Facebook. I know there's a ton more
it's gonna be
who
big.
haven't even looked at Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, and like the gaming tournament, which is being touted as being like potentially bigger than some of the other stuff that's going on, which was not supposed to be the case. Supposed to be kind of focused on the bands that are coming out and stuff and the artists, but yeah, it's going to be a big part of it. They're going to have like an escape room and like 10 food trucks, and like it's going to be a big fest for what is supposed to be kind of like a return festival from back in the day when I was a kid. I went several years in a row. It was really, really fun. It used to be at Ted Lewis Park, believe it or not. So it was cool. It's a cool little festival, man.
Well, let's say our viewers here. Hey, Mr. Coffee. Hey, get in the tank now. Hey, Philip. Hey, Dave. You like my shirt, Phil? We're about to ready to talk about Donkey Kong at first. Is that the first thing we'll talk about?
Yeah, right, what's up, Phil? What's up, Dave? How's it going, guys? Hey, shooting off his Donkey Kong shirt there. That's a sick shirt.
Actually, Philip found this. That's why he's in the chat. He found this and gave it to me. It has double-sided.
You said you found it in Lancaster.
I did. I was with him, and he bought it because he saw it first. So, and then he said I could have it later. So, I'm ready. I'm gonna wear this for Donkey Kong Bonanza whenever I play that.
Philip Rourke, do you know the Rothgibbs by chance? I'm not gonna shout out first names, but just curious because your last name's Rourke. Let me know in the chat there. But anyway, we're gonna jump into DK Bonanza. Some news on that. So looks like they went back to talk to Miyamoto with this game, kind of to get his take on everything and kind of, obviously having his hands in Donkey Kong 64 and stuff like that. So they said Mr. Miyamoto has experience not only working on the Donkey Kong games that he was directly responsible for, but also worked alongside Rare on the Donkey Kong games that they created. For him, a lot of things came up that were unique actions that a really strong character like Donkey Kong would engage in, like the hand slap or blowing his breath. Also he said, for him, one thing that was really important, distinguishing characteristic from a character like, say, Mario, is that Donkey Kong has these longer, stronger arms. So we took all these distinctive features of Donkey Kong as a character, tried to think about how we could bring them to play in a new game. So yeah, it's kind of cool that they had, went to Miyamoto and got kind of his opinions and thoughts on what to do with the game, how to make the character unique, stand out from, like, say, a 3D Mario game.
Yeah.
Which is cool. That name sounds familiar. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. I know some Rourkes that go to church with my aunt and uncle, so that's what I was asking. Next we got Ubisoft. Oh, talking about more Ubisoft stuff. All right, Ubisoft, more layoffs. Shocker. I mean, this company is they ran themselves into the ground. They have become the new EA. I'm sorry, absolute garbage company. They have just tarnished their reputation with everything. And I expected more layoffs to come, but this was the Tom Clancy founded studio. Says that they have made to eliminate several positions from Red Storm Entertainment, the studio responsible for several games in the Tom Clancy franchise, which they're not even like really doing anything with. This decision follows a slew of layoffs across the entire video game industry, including the publisher's closure of its Leamington, UK studio earlier this year. So, big surprise there with Ubisoft. They've I have nothing good to say about Ubisoft. I'm sorry. I have no good words on the company in 2025. They just there have been so many layoffs from Ubisoft this year. I mean, we must have on this podcast covered it at least 15 times this year.
Yeah, they keep laying people off. This isn't the first time. It's crazy.
I can't remember what the church is called. It's off of 23. I forget what it's called.
I'll get back to you, Philip.
Yeah, I have to get back to you on that one. All right, Mario Kart World Donkey Kong Bonanza was originally a Switch 1 game. So yeah, as we learned a few weeks ago, they tried to make Mario Kart World for Switch 1, which is really interesting because usually we only get one Mario Kart title per platform. Like that's always the case.
Yeah, I wonder if they were trying to do something.
There's never been a case where we've gotten two.
We got Mario Kart. We had Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, but the Wii U didn't do well, so they kind of just ported it over and then gave us all those DLC on the Switch. So I wonder if they were trying to do something like that, where they were trying to release it and then make you pay for an upgrade pack and then DLC later in the future or something. But I prefer it being a release title.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's definitely a smart move with the Mario Kart World. So, like, they basically, when we covered it a few weeks ago, was they could not fit what they wanted to do with the game on the Switch 1. It was just not possible, technologically speaking.
Yeah.
With the Switch 1, they could not make this massive, like, open world kind of immersive experience with Mario Kart or what they're, were trying to do for the game. So they're like, all right, we're going to have to port this over or move our development over to the Switch 2 kit, which obviously was a good move because even Mario Kart World has sort of its kind of limitations, and there's some things here and there where it's like, okay, you can tell this was originally going to be on the Switch 1. So Donkey Kong Bonanza, if it's having potential performance problems on Switch 2, I can't imagine what it was doing on the Switch 1.
Yeah.
So that's obviously a smart move. I really hope it does not dampen the experience for this game because this is such a big deal. Being like 25 years since we got the last one came out in 1999. So yeah, 26 years. That was right. 26 years since we got the 3D Donkey Kong game. This is a big deal. I hope they don't tarnish the reputation of this IP because obviously we had the rumors of them doing a Donkey Kong standalone movie. They're wanting to try. They got the Donkey Kong Land or Donkey Kong World at Super Nintendo World, whatever they're calling it, open up now. So they're trying to open up Donkey Kong to more people. Make him a bigger IP as well alongside Mario. And it's like I hope they don't dampen this with some.
It just dawned on me that this is the first 3D Donkey Kong game after Y2K, the first turn of the century.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's 1999. It's insane. It's been that long, man.
It took them a quarter of a century to make another Donkey Kong.
I was because I got the game for my birthday. I was 6 years old when that game came out. Got that game for my birthday along with the expansion cart you had to play it on the 64. And one of my mom's coworkers got it for me. So it was an awesome game as a kid. Going back to it as an adult. It's essentially just a collectathon, 3D collectathon. That's basically all it is. It's not the greatest thing in the world. It doesn't hold up alongside like Mario 64, but it is a cool experience. And I do hope that this game performs and does well. I hope it sells well. I'm sure it will sell well. I just hope this opens up, Donkey Kong to more people because it's just not put out there, like Mario is like that. So I guess we'll see what happens. But more Nintendo. Oh, go ahead.
Donkey Kong on the on one of the classics on the classics that they do on the Switch. Yeah. So on Game Boy, the original Game Boy there. So they have Donkey Kong Land 1, 2, and 3 on there. I didn't know that. And I think
which are great games, by the way.
Yeah. And I think Game Boy, because this isn't in the Game Boy Advance, it's in the normal Game Boy. So you get that with just the Nintendo Switch Online. You don't need the expansion pack.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The Donkey Kong Land games were essentially the Game Boy takes on the Donkey Kong Country games. They were kind of like smaller scale Donkey Kong Country games, but they were their own games. And I played all three of them as a kid alongside the Donkey Kong Country games. And, I think they're great. So to kind of pause in between some Nintendo news real quick, I want to show a couple of pickups that I got. And then Matt, if you got anything.
Yeah, I already showed my shirt, but I have another shirt and some other things to show. You want to go first? Or want me? Or back and forth?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, back and forth. I'll just show what I got. The first thing, No More Heroes Day 1 edition. This came in, and I had ordered this a long time ago from Amazon. I don't know why it took so long to come in. Both of these were like long time ago orders. But yeah, I ordered this probably like 2 months ago, and it was only $25. And it's this cool box set that comes with a soundtrack CD, 72-page art book, and a metal motorcycle license plate. It's really cool. And I have not gotten to play the third game in this series. First two are on the Wii. Absolutely loved them. Thought they were great games. So I'm excited to check this out on the PS5. And this one I ordered like 3 months ago, something like that. Whenever it went up they announced it, you had to like order it right away. But that is the Last of Us Complete Collector's Edition. This is actually like a beefy, pretty big boy. I'll show off some of what's in here a little bit. Sorry for our audio listeners, but I will kind of try to describe it. But you open up, you get this metal. It's not actually metal, but it's like
you dropped the game.
I dropped the game, but it's like this thank you from what's his name?
It's like a plaque. That's pretty
Neil
cool.
Druckmann. Yeah, it is pretty cool. And I'll show why this collector's edition is so big. But it comes with the remake for 1 and the steelbook, and then the remaster for 2, which a lot of people like. There's a lot of people thought it was really cool, and there's a lot of people when I put it on social media, it's like, is this like the 15th time they're going to re-release these games? And the thing is, they've never done like a package with the remake of the game and the remaster, so there hasn't actually been a release like this in particular before. But yeah, they have released these games in like various ways, 100 times to be fair. So I'll show real quick. This is the longest showing off I've done with the thing. Because of the big, thick graphic novel. So it's a hardcover graphic novel. This is why the collector's edition is so big. And then comes with some art cards there. But yeah, you can go ahead. I'll put this away.
So I won an auction off of eBay for just a different Nintendo collectibles. And inside of it, and you're going to have to guess how much I paid for it since it was an eBay auction. I got Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary pin collection set.
Yeah.
I'm going to go slowly reveal them. Look at that. Mario Sunshine, Galaxy, Mario World. Dude, we got Catsuit, Odyssey. Booyah. Yes. 35th anniversary.
I remember when this came out. I wanted it when it came out.
Dude, I love the Mario Sunshine with Flood on there. That's my favorite.
I've got have you ever seen the coins?
Yes.
I got the coins.
You're talking about the coins that come inside of the
3-pack? No,
you're talking about something else. Okay.
Yeah, it's in another room. It's a 3-pack of coins they released for the 35th anniversary that's got it has the 3 games that came out on the collection. So
yes, I do know about those.
Yeah, I got that, but not the cool pin set. The pin set's way cooler.
All right, so I got this, and I also got some keychains of Mario Kart 64 and Star Fox.
I've got those, yeah. But I have the Zelda and F-Zero. I can't remember. There's a variant of those. I've got it in my points.
These are all from the point shop, I think.
Yeah.
I got 3 other things, but I don't want to bore you with that right now. But guess how much all of it was?
$40.
The eBay auction, and he had very terrible photos. I didn't even know this pin set was in there when I bid on it, is how bad his photos were. $15 for everything.
No way. That's
free shipping.
Deal, bro. I paid $15 just for those keychains to get the other ones because I wanted both, but I only had enough points to get the Ocarina of Time, and I think it's Ocarina of Time and F-Zero is the combo pack, but I could be wrong. It's Ocarina of Time, and maybe it's Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I can't remember, but I went with the Zelda instead of the Mario. I only had enough points for the one, unfortunately.
Did you end up getting the amiibo with the Mario with Bonanza?
Yeah, I did order it. I haven't gotten it, but
I ordered it. I also was too excited, so I got Donkey Kong card amiibo. This is for
is that like off of Etsy?
No, this is a real card. Like they had like trading cards for trading cards. This is Mario Sports Superstars.
What's it for? Where did they release these at?
I don't know. Maybe I got scammed.
Bro, yeah, I've never seen those. One. I don't know if that's. I don't think Nintendo ever put out any cards. Look it up. Let's look it up real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, look it up.
I've got amiibo cards and like all the Zelda ones, and then I have all the Mario ones as like little tiny actual cards, kind of like that, but way smaller.
I don't know. I just found it.
It does look more legit eBay, than like anything I have. Oh, they did for
Mario
the 3DS.
Sports Super. Oh my gosh, this is for the 3DS.
Let's go. So you could get a 5-count booster pack. Nintendo 3DS Mario Sports Superstars amiibo cards. That's cool. Yeah, I actually did not know these came out.
So
I had the game, but I didn't know about these.
I just picked it up.
That's cool.
Off eBay because I thought it was pretty cool, and I'm excited for Donkey Kong. Yeah, yes, Animal Crossing did have a lot of amiibo cards.
You can get them on Walmart right now, the booster packs, for $6.51. Like $6.51 for a 3DS thing. It's a pretty good deal, it seems like.
Dang.
I paid more for the.
More.
You know what?
I'm $2 by itself.
I'm an idiot. I gotta shift something. Go ahead and talk for a second.
Hi guys, I'm Matt Long6. I'm taking over the channel. I'm now in charge, and my first order of business is everyone who's watching this must leave a 5-star review if you're watching on podcast. Otherwise, you have to hit a like and subscribe and follow on Twitch. Do all the social medias. Oh, he's back. Don't let him know what I told you. All right.
I said I didn't know that they put out any amiibo cards. I literally got 3 packs sitting right over next to me, and I forgot. I got the Animal Crossing ones.
The Animal Crossing ones, the only ones that I've seen.
These ones are really cool because I mean, you know, I don't like the IP or anything. I am a dude, but it was like a Hello Kitty Sanrio collaboration, which is kind of cool for Animal Crossing. Come out like official cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was totally off topic there, but that was some cool stuff. Yeah, man, Nintendo's put out some cool things. I love those pens. Those are really cool, dude.
Have you held a Switch 1, not an OLED, but just a Switch 1 ever since you had a Switch 2 in your hand?
V1 or V2? No. Yeah,
V1.
Yeah, because my daughters, yeah.
It's so small.
It does feel. It's crazy, so but I did a side-by-side picture that went semi-viral. It got like 1,000 some shares, but
woo!
Yeah, just like a picture of it is like it's it is kind of crazy. Like even the Joy-Cons, take off Joy-Cons, the picture of those.
Did you take the Joy-Cons off? I like so small, like a little tablet. Look.
It does. It's crazy, right? And what's cool, about comparing the Switch 1 or V1, V2 to the OLED too, it's like not having the borders around the Switch is like, makes it. Yeah. It also looks significantly different. But then you see the jump. I did the picture I did was all 3, right? So you're looking at the jump from all 3 with the screens on. It's like, I did progressively bigger.
I did a video of the Wii U tablet next to the OLED next to the Switch 2. I should have posted a picture of that.
Yeah,
I'd go viral too.
Well, I say viral. It got a lot of shares, but not really viral. Yo, that chat be going on, dude. I have 17 friend requests in my thing for Switch. I have no room. I have no room left. My Switch friends list has been full since the Switch 1. So like I've progressively had to delete people that were either have not played in a long time, weren't like actually playing any games and stuff, or like I have people on there from Animal Crossing Pocket Camp on my phone.
Oh goodness. Dude, I'm thinking about buying more of these cards just because you said I can get them at Walmart.
Yeah, I got it pulled up right now. $6.51.
I'm buying it. $6.51. I'm buying it.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah. I'm trying Walmart. I bought Walmart Plus, so they'll deliver it to me.
Tomorrow, I might have to see if I can get a pack or 2 as well, because that's just pretty cool. I mean, that'd just be cool to have in the collection. Even even unopened. I'd like to have an unopened pack. Like I got a pack of the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy cards and keeping it sealed just to have in the collection.
Oops, I accidentally bought it.
What was the poorest running game you tested that impressed you on Switch 2? Oh, I mean, Pokemon Scarlet Violet, for sure. If you mean like what runs better on the Switch 2, hands down, nothing compares to how poorly Pokemon Scarlet Violet ran on the Switch 1 and how great it's. I mean, like way better than me and Mark thought. We were kind of crapping on it, like, oh, we don't trust Game Freak or Pokemon Company with actually making this game run even 60 frames per second. Runs it's smooth as crap. So much so it's making me want to actually start Pokemon Violet. I played through Pokemon Scarlet. I always buy the double packs, and I'm actually considering starting that game. So Walmart OEM version solid, but they run out. Oh, are you talking? Oh yeah, the SD cards. Yeah. I get what you're saying. They do run out fast for sure.
Bro, it says my new Donkey Kong with Pauline amiibo will ship on Thursday. Bro, I want it before Thursday.
I want to let you know, Matt. I only ordered that because of you, because you were so hyped about it. Because I don't buy amiibos, bro, anymore. I have not bought.
I got a small shelf.
The last one I bought was the Kirby one that came out for that last 3D Kirby game? Yes. No, that's not the
Forgotten Land.
That's a Smash Brothers one, isn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one that came out for the what's it called? Oh man, I can't remember the name of it. It's come out.
Forgotten Land.
Yeah.
You forgot Kirby and Forgotten Land?
Yeah, I got it pre-ordered. The new edition pre-ordered, by the way.
I need to
extended content. Yeah. Daemon X fucking ran like, but on base Switch 1. I know the Hogwarts Legacy is like it's essentially a whole new game though for Switch 2. I watched the whole Digital Foundry video. It's basically a new game. So essentially it's like a version in between like the PS4 and PS5 version. So like parts of it run better than the PS4 version. Parts of it don't look as good as the PS4 version, but it is like a whole new game, essentially. It's not like just running that. I mean, you can get an upgrade pack, I think it is, for $15 or something, but it is like basically a brand new game. So that's a little different. But if you're talking about like the actual game, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for me, from what I've ran so far. But I put a bunch of stuff in there. Super Mario 3D World, Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. I know that runs at 60 frames per second now. I put that in. I was like, I couldn't really tell the difference, honestly, with that one, just because it is a 2D side scroller. But there's a bunch of stuff I put in. There's a whole bunch of stuff I put in. But Pokemon Scarlet Violet for me is.
I played Mario Wonder. It was pretty good on the Switch too. But I mean, it's not
Wonder
crazy. Yeah. It's not like crazy better.
It's not like a crazy boost in it, but it is, it does have it is upscaled and it runs 60 frames. So
it was the first time that I played the Switch 2. We went to my in-laws' grandmother's house. And they, I didn't drive. I almost always drive my wife, but her sister drove. So I got to play the Switch the whole 3-hour drive. And it was nice. And I almost beat this game now. So close.
It was funny. We were traveling for my sister's wedding. It was the first time I actually ever played my Switch on the go. That was just 2 weeks ago. Like, I've never actually played it on the go. I brought it with me on, like, trips to conventions and stuff, but I've never played it in the car. Actually played it on the go. I played it until it died. That was a 7-hour drive. It only lasted 2 hours. The battery life on the Switch 2 is horrendous, unfortunately. I don't know how long your drive was, but 7-hour drive.
It was 2.5 hours, and I turned it off because it was dying at the end.
Literally 2 hours. Like, I timed it and everything. I wanted to do like an actual test because I knew that probably wouldn't happen again. I'm usually driving, so I don't have a chance to play it on the.
Hey, Swamp, thanks for being here in the chat today.
Yeah, appreciate you being here, hanging out. But yeah, so we also got talking more Nintendo. We got the Smash Bros. Creator. Tributes. It's been 10 years since Iwata died. Satoru Iwata, previous
Sad.
Nintendo president. So they paid tribute to him. So Masahiro Sakurai has paid tribute to Nintendo's former president, Satoru Iwata, who passed away 10 years ago today, age 55, and that is today of this recording of the podcast while we're live. Iwata's death was in 2015 following a long battle with bile duct cancer, sent shockwaves around the video game industry and prompted a tidal wave of tributes from fellow developers and fans. Yeah, this guy was huge part of why Nintendo was the way that it was for so many years. He was, with the Nintendo Directs, was an absolute essential part of those Nintendo Directs. Right the first time that he, when he bowed during the Direct when it started, it was just like a very, I don't know how to put it. It's almost like a spiritual experience for Nintendo. For the company, like he left like this massive impact in the company and stuff. So they said today was the release date of GameCube's Kirby Air Rider, Sakurai wrote on X / Twitter this morning. At the same time, is also the anniversary of Wada-san's passing in 2015. 10 years have passed since then, he continued. And we're about 10 years apart in age, and when we joined the company, I'll soon be catching up at his age, won't I? He said on X. Wada began his career at HAL Laboratory, which obviously synonymous with Kirby, the game developer behind the early NES titles such as Golf and Balloon Fight. It was there later that he became a colleague and friend of Sakurai after interviewing the young developer for his role. So yeah, he was an integral part of Nintendo for a very, very long time, on all the way back to the NES, and yeah, he definitely left an impact. Something I'll never forget watching those early Nintendo Directs. It was, he definitely left an impact in the company for sure.
Speaking of deaths, Pokemon voice actor James Carter Cathcart has passed away as well. On yesterday, July 10th. So that's sad. He was 71 after a long battle with throat cancer.
Yeah, so he voiced James. I didn't know that he voiced 3 voices. I knew he voiced James, but he voiced James, Meowth, and Professor Oak. Very sad because the Pokemon anime, for me, that was my childhood. I was obsessed. I had Pokemon curtains, Pokemon bed sheets, everything Pokemon when it came out. 1998 was here in the U.S. The trading cards, everything that was such an integral part of my childhood. And it just reminds me that I'm getting older as some of these people pass away. It just is like this reminder in my head that I don't particularly like, where I'm like, we're getting older. Things from our childhood, people are passing away, people are gone.
Yeah. I was born in 1996, the year that Pokemon started. It started in February, and I was born in March, so I'm the reason for Pokemon's success.
Oh, it's a hot take there. I don't know about that one. Not sure about that one there, but hey, maybe. You never know. You might be the reason.
I am the second reason. The first reason is because of James.
Well, speaking of Pokemon, I guess in lighter news for Pokemon, I found this very interesting. I just wanted to throw this in there to kind of spice up the podcast a little bit. It's funny. But after years of searching for pop stars, the X Factor and American Idol's Simon Cowell is now hunting for Pokemon cards. So there are several pictures of him at Pokemon card conventions making deals on high-dollar graded Pokemon cards. He said Pokemon card seller On Fire Trading Cards stated that Cal was picking up all sorts around the show alongside his rare Rayquaza, which has a street value of $2,700 alone for the single card. Responding to fan questions on Instagram, the trader said it was one of my many regrets he hadn't thought to sing for Cal at the time when he met him at the convention. So I found that kind of funny. And just I don't know how old Simon Cowell is, but he's got to be in his late 60s, I would think, at least, right?
Yeah.
I'm just guessing. I mean, yeah, Simon Cowell age.
65. You are right.
Yeah, so 65. Just a hot take there. How old was he when Pokemon came out? He must have been in his 30s. I don't know. Pokemon's 30 years old, right? They'll be 30 years old next year, right?
Yeah, I'm 29. That's how I know how old Pokemon is.
Okay, yeah, so we're running up on 30 years. Yeah, so he would have been like 35, something like that. It's kind of interesting, but I mean, it is crazy. I don't know how into Pokemon you are because we actually haven't talked about. Me and Mark are super into Pokemon, so we haven't talked about Pokemon a lot. What's
Gen 1, and the first like 2-3 series of the anime I really liked. Then I kind of fell out of it. And then once Piplup
really
and the girl,
me, actually.
The Piplup and the girl, when they became the main characters of Ash, I know Ash came back since then. That's when I kind of stopped watching it.
So the Diamond and Pearl era, you got back into it, and then, or that's when you completely stopped watching it.
I kind of stopped watching. I haven't really gotten back into Pokemon since then. So you're gonna have to convert me, I guess.
Even Pokemon Journeys, like 2022, I watched on that. To be fair, the anime, there was a lot of stuff I didn't watch, but I have gone back and watched. But when Pokemon Journeys came out, it was like a revitalization of the anime. Like it got much better. Like the production value of it looks good. It's a Netflix exclusive series. So there was some money put into it, especially being able to have it on just Netflix. I watched it with my daughter, and I was like, man, this is like really good again because it got really like very childish there in much later series beyond like Diamond and Pearl. I would say Diamond and Pearl was still pretty good. But I think I kind of beyond that. Black and White, I don't know. Like the movies were really good. See, I'm weird. I watched all the movies when they came out, all the movies. But like the actual series for like Black and White, I didn't watch at the time. Although that's probably my favorite generation now as an adult, Black and White. I'm obviously have an affinity to Gen 1. Gen 2 is my favorite generation, but as for the games, Black 2, White 2 are my favorite. Yeah, I don't know, man. I love Pokemon. It's something that I feel like I'll never like kind of like completely fall off of. That's something I kind of got to re-experience a little bit with my daughter. We got to open up a bunch of Pokemon card packs here lately. I said here lately. We haven't done it in like a month because scalpers are literally waiting in line at my Walmart. I'm just trying to go there and buy 2 packs for me and my daughter to open on a Friday, right? And they're in line. I go there. It gets restocked on Fridays at our Walmart, right? So I go there today and just to look, see if I get 1 pack for us to open. She really likes to open the packs and she has fun with it. I go there, completely wiped. I got there, I guess. I was told by one of the workers there. Got there an hour after the people were waiting in line for the lady that stocks them. She stocks them up front in the store, then stocks them back in the toy section as well. There's a little spot there for Pokemon stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She fills both of them up separately, and you have to wait in line at each place. So the people wait in line at the first front where she fills up first, take everything, then go wait in line again at the back. So like because of work, I was so busy today, I couldn't get there in time to wait in line for 10, 15 minutes or whatever. And I couldn't even buy 1 single pack for her to open up. And I was like, this is it ruins the hobby, man, because people like that they're just flipping. They're scalping, obviously. They immediately scalp these products on eBay, and you can go on eBay and look at all the sets. They're currently out like the new, what is it, White Flare, Black Flare. I forget what these new TCG box sets, Elite Trainer box sets that are coming out. They sold out 10 minutes. They were gone on Pokemon.
I wonder how he fixed that. It's like, all right, Walmart, you get all of them Friday, but you have to put them in stock. Like
they don't care.
Only 100 at a time. You're right, though. They don't care. They
don't care. They as long as they sell them, they do not care how they get.
Can you buy them online?
They sell out immediately on everything. Like I follow Pokemon trading card accounts on X specifically for like restocks, and every single time doesn't matter whether it's Target, Walmart, or Pokemon Center, you get put into a queue when these products go up. So if you don't get through, you don't get through. They're sold out. Like people that get they're buying right away. Like so,
there's a local game store, not Game On, but there's another one.
Game Time Collectibles.
Not them. There's another one in Chillicothe, and I hear they get them sometimes.
But unfortunately, they sell them above retail.
Oh, so you might as well buy them from eBay.
It's like, how do you say this for somebody that actually owns a store? They are scalping them, essentially,
with a license.
But it's because they can't buy them directly from the source, right? Like they're buying them, they're going in and like buying them in the queue as well. And then they're like, all right, we're gonna mark these up $20, $25, $30 for what they are. I won't mention any names, but locally where we're at, there is a particular store that does the same thing, and they charge $40, $50 more than retail on these box sets, which is crazy, absurd, and that's why they're always sitting there every time I go in. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like even some of these stores, I don't know that even if they were able to get them directly from the source, if like some of them would be trustworthy enough to sell them at retail where they're still making money. I don't know. You know, it's like it's up to those people.
Scalpers, man.
Whether the scalpers, I'm telling you, they run the hobby though. They run the Pokemon. They got me pretty much out of the hobby because I got back into the Pokemon cards this year myself, other than just like opening them with my daughter. Like I was really getting into them again, and then like these scalpers just started hitting, and I noticed it was like all around me. Like I have to wait in line in my Walmart to get a couple of packs of Pokemon cards. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna wait. I kid you not. One time I waited in line there an hour and a half. This lady to restock because you have to wait for her to finish restocking everything, not just Pokemon cards. So Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z, sports cards. She got to restock this whole section. I was there an hour and a half. I'm like, I am not doing this again. I feel like such an idiot. I got people here that are 10 years older than me that are ahead of me in line. I'm like, I just feel like an idiot. I'm 31 here. This guy's definitely in his late 40s. He's just scalping them right on eBay, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
FYI, some weird buzzing sound when I know what it is.
How's Switch 2 restocking? Do you know about Switch 2 restocking? Is it possible to get a Switch 2?
Yeah, it's gone up a whole bunch. So I have actually, funny enough, I just got an email for the Switch 2 Pro controller. That's still selling out places. There's an app, if you guys want to follow it, if there's anybody that has not gotten a Switch yet, called Track-A-Lacker that I subscribe to. So you can go into this individually. They essentially can track anything you want. Pokemon card restocks, system restocks, game restocks. Like I said, even for the Pro controller, I got an email. I don't know why I still follow these emails when I'm not like trying to get anything, but it does give me kind of a notice when these things are popping up and how much they are popping back up. But I get probably an email a day at least on the Switch console going up at stores. It is still selling out, obviously. I've yet to see it in store in person, like sitting on the shelf. I don't know if you have.
I've seen people send me photos whenever it is like, look, they're here. I'm like, I already got one. Thanks.
Yeah, I have it. Let me know if that's better, Mr. Coffee. I think it was. I accidentally had my fan on behind me. Hopefully it's not mine. We had kids asking for Pocket Monster constantly. You're talking about in a mom and pop shop.
When it first released, you were in a mom and pop shop.
That's cool.
And you're like, the kids are like, yo,
let me get some Pocket Monsters, bro. I want the Pocket Monsters.
What is this?
The red dragon and then the blue turtle.
We're selling them. What is this?
That's what they call it. You just call them the red dragon and the blue turtle when I was a kid. Before like people like the names really caught on, that's what they called them for the front covers of the games. But yeah, so hopefully it's better with the sound. Goodness, I can't believe
Pikachu's my favorite Pokemon.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of lame, Matt.
Hey. Bro, he was my Smash Brothers main, bro. Because
was he really?
Pokemon. Back in Melee, when Melee released, I love Pokemon, so Pikachu is my main.
It was never good with Pikachu. Like characters I love, I was never good with. Like I always played with Link, but I would never say I was like good with him. I just loved Link and being able to play the sword. But I was never particularly good at it. Let me think. Who was I actually good with? Yoshi I was really good with Super Smash Bros. Or Super Smash Bros. 64. When Melee came out, Captain Falcon, for some reason I was pretty good with. Brawl, I think I played with Meta Knight the most.
Oh, I like Rob.
Yeah, Rob was sick, but I think I was the best with Meta Knight. I don't something about his attacks with the sword and stuff like that. And then when Ultimate came out, I didn't really have a main for Ultimate. I just kind of played whatever. I played thousands and thousands of hours of Smash. Me and my friends would have weekends. Every weekend, where all we played was Super Smash Brothers Melee. I mean, every weekend when we were kids. We were obsessed with it, but I was never particularly good at the game. Like, I always got my butt kicked. We'd do these tournaments, and I was always out by like second, third round. Never won any of these childhood tournaments that we did. They were always fun. It was the same like we did Halo tournaments, like LAN tournaments, and I never won anything. Not good at video games. I just like them. So, it is what it is. But yeah. What's the next thing we got here?
Quick announcement. Everyone already knows, but Mario Strikers is on Switch 2 for GameCube expansion pack.
I forgot about that actually.
I think they're going to release Mario Sunshine, and they mentioned at one point.
That's kind of lame. I'm not gonna lie. We already got that on the cart.
We do, but I don't have it because it's exclusive, and I don't have that collector's edition. They mentioned that Melee might come. I would be a little scared of lag, but Melee might come. That would be fun. I hope they release Double Dash. That's what I want.
Double Dash should be way better pick than Sunshine. It's way too safe of a pick this early on, especially when that game just came out in 2022. That 3-pack that you get digitally. You could have got digitally at the time or physically. You didn't have to buy the $60 game. I mean, it was $60 digitally too, but you didn't have to buy the physical for it.
I mean, but they do make the Mario coin sound whenever you launch up the GameCube, so they have to at this point.
That's the lamest reason ever.
Listen, Mario Sunshine is my favorite video game, okay? Are you looking at this? So I have a Mario Sunshine rug that I'm pointing out right now for my audio listeners.
Pretty sure I
got custom for my birthday because Mario Sunshine was the first video game that I ever actually played. Fun fact, I am the reason for Mario's success because Mario 64 was created in 1990.
You gotta be the cockiest person I've ever talked to in my life. You're the reason for Pokemon's success. You're the
Pokemon and Mario 64, all me.
Bro, you were like 1 year old when Mario 64 came out. I was the birth
of Mario 64.
That came out like 98, right? You said you were born, 96?
And let's be honest, Mario Sunshine is just Mario 64 2.
Not at all. I gotta say, Super Mario Sunshine is the weirdest 3D Mario game that we have, and the most different 3D Mario game of any of them. It's the weirdest. You have to control everything with FLUDD. You don't have traditional control like the level design is all around completely around using FLUDD, so it's like I
love it.
Traditional 3D game. I don't not like it. I love Sunshine, but
the moves that Mario can do,
my least favorite 3D Mario,
were enhanced from Mario 64, and then it's enhanced even more as you go on and on in the 3D series.
That. Mario 64 is pretty perfect, if you ask me, like control wise. I think it's perfect as it. I don't think you can expand upon the controls of Super Mario 64, other than the fact that you have the 64 controller, which is pretty limiting of a controller. But I mean, playing it on other things such as Switch Online or the 35th anniversary.
I need to download and play Super Mario Eclipse, that mod that was created for Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
I haven't played it yet. I need to.
Well, in other news, we got the announcement. I threw this in there just because it is Resident Evil, but it is just a mobile game, which is kind of weird also for Resident Evil.
That sounds weird.
So it's called Resident Evil Survival Unit. There is an official announcement trailer out if you would like to look it up. But this is an upcoming survival horror mobile strategy game co-developed by Aniplex Incorporated, which is also very interesting. Based in South Korea. Resident Evil Survival Unit features iconic characters across the franchise, including Claire Redfield, Leon Kennedy, Jill Valentine, and more. The game also features guest designer with original creature design by Yoshitaka Amano. Resident Evil Survival Unit will be available on mobile in 2025, and pre-registration is available now on the App Store and Google Play Store. It's set in a parallel universe. The game presents an original storyline that builds upon the Resident Evil world while diverging from the original series. So it's not is not part of the official timeline for Resident Evil. So it's an alternate universe, original take on Resident Evil, if you will. But it sounds weird as like a survival mobile strategy game. I don't even know what that means exactly. It sounds like something I probably wouldn't enjoy, because I'm not really into strategy games that much. Like, it's kind of into Age of Empires 2 and stuff like that back.
Bro, I love Age of Empires 2.
Yeah, no, I was into it back in the day, but I mean, just like keeping up with strategy games, the closest thing is Fire Emblem. I play all the Fire Emblem games, but shop I worked at was right when we just got to the PlayStation 1, but still carried 8 16-bit games. That's pretty cool, man. Those are some good memories. Nice. Hold on. Now you did that. I can't grab it.
Age of Empires 2 is the best.
I'm going to show Age of Empire, Age of Kings on the DS.
Nice.
That was my...
I have all the DLC. They remastered Age of Empires 2, and I bought it. I have all the DLC. They released a new one, though. I don't think I have that one.
Well, I will say I'm really excited to play Mario Smash Football here soon, since you did bring that up.
Soccer?
Mario Smash Football?
Soccer?
Yeah, the European version.
Yeah, I'm just confirming that we're talking about soccer.
Yeah,
I'm American.
Don't you get the European and American downloads when you download the games?
Yes. But
I didn't see it on your screen.
Yeah, I just...
Mine auto does it. I don't know if it's a thing that...
I turned it... It's on automatically. I turned it off.
I'll turn it off. I always play the version I haven't actually played in the original game. So if I load it up, I always...
Oh my gosh, it's called Mario Smash Football. I did not know that, honestly. No cap, I didn't know that. That is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, it's called soccer there, so...
But they spelled football with 2 O's instead of a U.
Wait,
well, I'm thinking Spanish, I guess.
I don't ever know what this guy's talking about.
Football in Spanish is spelled with a U instead of 2 O's.
I'm going to say what you just said 2 seconds ago. I'm American. I play the American version.
Yeah, and in America, we're required to learn a second language in our education system, and I learned Spanish.
Yeah, I did 2 years of Spanish.
Un poco.
I don't remember a single thing from Spanish class, and I took 2 years of it.
I remember about 4 single things from Spanish class. So
I remember my teacher was really hot. My Spanish teacher was really hot. And
all right, let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah. So we got the San Diego Comic-Con 2025's Jason Universe panel will be filled with exclusive first looks, giveaways, and more. So we are talking about Friday the 13th. There's going to be a sneak peek of Sweet Revenge, Crystal Lake, and much more in celebration of Friday the 13th's 45th anniversary. So that Crystal Lake TV series is coming out soon. I think this year. I could be wrong. But I want to bring this up because I am a big fan of the series. And the San Diego Comic-Con stuff will be going on. As for what the panel entails, attendees will get a first look and a chance to win Spirit Halloween's newest Jason mask, which was created with the 45th anniversary and is updated design in mind. There will also be other giveaways, exclusive 45th anniversary hats available for those in attendance. Crazy that the franchise is 45 years old. I'm only 31. Holy crap. Getting old, man. Somebody put here, IGN. Friday the 13th has been a part of my life since the very beginning, and vice versa. I'm looking forward to sharing some stories about how it all started for the first time. Hope fans join us for our Friday evening panel as we celebrate 45 years of history of the series. And also with the new era with Sweet Revenge, Crystal Lake, and more on the horizon, Robert Barzamba said. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to watch that Crystal Lake series, so that'd be fun to check out. But there's some other pop culture stuff to throw in there. Also got Astrobot gets an update with 2 long-awaited fan-requested bots. It says, I guess this is kind of like spoilers, but the game's been out for a long time, so I don't really care to say. The 2 bots in question are Cloud and Sephiroth, both from Final Fantasy VII. Cloud is a reward from high inflation, and Sephiroth shows up if you beat all 5 new challenge levels. So, spoiler, I guess, for like a game that has like barely a story, but is just kind of 3D platforming game. Best Spanish diss I learned. To Mama Gordo. What's that mean?
Gordo.
Mama
don't put that on screen. You don't know what that says.
Oh well. I remember when we played Yeats and you told us codes. What's Yeats?
Yeeps is a VR game that I play with viewers on my channel. So he's just he wants to play Yeeps with me again. That's all he's saying. Yeeps? Okay, to Mama Gordo means your mom is fat. So why'd you pin that?
I didn't pin anything, bro. I put it on the screen.
Put it on screen, dude.
That's hilarious. Actually, that's really funny, Mr. Coffee. I legitimately, that is very, very funny. Sorry, yo mama's so fat she tripped over Walmart, Kmart, and landed on Target. You remember the yo mama?
Your mama was so fast she jumped in the air and got stuck.
You remember? You might be too young to remember the show. I don't know. The Yo Mama show on MTV, or all they did was Yo Mama jokes.
No, I wasn't allowed to watch Adult Swim.
I didn't say Adult.
Oh, my bad.
All right. This next one I put in here specifically for you because it sounded like a you game. Shark Dentist announced for PC. And it says the name pretty much tells you everything you need to know.
Swamp, are you listening to this?
This game is hilarious looking. I'll actually see if I can share some screenshots real quick here. And this is just hilarious. So literally it is what the title of the game is. You're a dentist for sharks. So you got to do all this crazy, almost like looks like it could be a VR game. I don't know. You can check the article. I don't think so, but it could be.
Oh, look at it.
Like it looks like it could be a VR game because it's in that first person style, like a VR game. Give me a second.
Oh, it's on Steam.
Yeah, it's a Steam game.
Added to wish list. Swamp, are you watching this? We were just talking about dentists and sharks and VR, and now there's a game about it. They're listening to us. The government is listening to us.
Look at this. This is insane.
Alice Games.
This
Alice
looks like
Games.
A Mac game, 100%. I would play this, but this looks like a U game. Like you play that kind of weird stuff.
It's like, a single player game, and it doesn't say anything about VR.
No, but it like the style of it. It could be a VR game if they wanted to do it.
Yes.
Like it looks like a VR game, but it's not a VR game. That makes
Speaking of VR game, I'm playing some game that I get to pretend like I'm a hamster in, and
look at this. This is crazy. Whoever came up with this is kind of a genius because it's kind of funny, and I have a feeling this will do very, very well in the Steam charts. I just have this feeling it'll do very well. So I guess we'll see on that one with Shark Dentist. This next one's really funny. You want to take this one, Matt, with the GameStop stapler stuff?
Oh my gosh! So we can buy the GameStop stapler on eBay. Has it sold yet? The bidding is now over $100,000.
Yeah, I'm looking at the eBay. I got the eBay listing up right now. We are at $249,900. This is no joke. I will put this up on screen for people that are watching the video portion of the podcast. So if you are a audio listener, definitely check out the video because we do share some of the stuff that is very interesting that you might want to see. But we are $249,900 currently.
So you guys don't know the story. Basically, GameStop, one of the employees stapled the receipts to the box of the Switch 2, and it like cracked the screen on the Switch 2. Yeah. So they are selling the box. Well, they're selling the Switch 2 in the box with the exact stapler.
And you can tell, too, because it's old. Look at the stapler. You can tell how used it is.
Yeah. They have like a shipping label inside that box as well. So the thing that they stapled to the box is also there.
I mean, how there's a certificate of authenticity. This is a black stapler used by a GameStop associate who, in a moment of launch night excitement and misjudged enthusiasm, stapled a receipt directly to a customer's new Nintendo Switch 2 box, puncturing both cardboard and screen. How you got it, bro? Listen, I talked about this when this story first came out. I'm like, you had to slam that stapler down to do that.
Bam!
Come on, because that's like
still, man.
Below stuff in the actual box. So it's like,
I know. I just watched someone take a hammer on YouTube and
you're talking about
bam, 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 right on it so many times.
Yeah, he wanted to scratch. He wanted to be the first person to break a Switch 2. He does that crazy stuff. He was.
Yeah, it took him more than one hit to break it. These people put a hole in it with a stapler. How hard did they hit that stapler? Put holes in it.
I'm surprised GameStop didn't send the PSA to get that stapler graded.
Dude,
I mean, bro, what would that be like a 2 out of 10? Look, there's a staple.
They have the exact staple in a bag.
Can't make this stuff up. Can't make this up if I wanted to. This is so funny.
I'm trying to see if this goes to charity or something.
It's GameStop, so probably not.
They're probably just gonna
GameStop, bro.
That person who got fired. Whoever got fired for this just got a raise, and they're going to do it again for the next console.
GameStop is barely staying in business, bro. They're not donating to a charity. I can't believe GameStop has an eBay store. I didn't know that. That's funny.
Wait. The CEO, Ryan Cohen, said in a statement, the lucky owner of the stapler will also now receive Cohen's underwear. The CEO's underwear, after the CEO promised to include it should the auction reach 6 figures.
Why isn't it $249,000? I mean,
ain't no one's buying that. It's not. They're not going to buy it. No way.
I'm like,
who's buying
is
that?
Anybody actually buying this? Because why?
I mean, I can put in
I guess if you got that kind of throwaway money like that, you don't care. And it's just kind of cool, like a novelty. But
I'd rather buy
at the same time, it's like, are you sure they're not laundering money with this sale, bro? Because they do that on eBay a lot. But yeah, Ryan Cohen says it reaches 6 figures. I won't include the underwear. Well, we are past the 6 figures, so I guess underwear is included with that sale. Oh my goodness, that's so funny.
No, we're at 200,000. 6 figures. Am I stupid? 6 zeros is $1 million. So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
So we also, like I brought up, when we started the podcast, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 remake, I guess you want to call it, came out today.
And it's on Game Pass if you would like to play it that way.
Yes, it's a remastered version of 2 classic skating titles developed by Iron Galaxy Studios. Players can relive childhoods or experience a one-of-a-kind skating simulation suited for modern hardware. So I'll definitely be checking it out. I've already got it installed on my PC. Through
my coworker tells me stories about this game ever since the leading up to today. He keeps telling me how much he loves Tony Hawk's and how much he loves the skating games.
I love it too. I hope they do the underground games as well because I think those games deserve it just as much.
Yeah. I love the underground games. I remember watching my brother play that one. He beat number 1, and then he got number 2, and I was watching him play that too. I loved it. I love watching him play that.
There's those games where, like, with the tricks, you just had to get used to whatever controller you're playing with. You had to really like learn it's like a fighting game, right? Like you got to learn how to do those tricks like that. I never got really good at the games, but I just thought the games were super fun. I was into skateboarding as a kid, so I just I thought it was really, really cool. I especially love 2, so I have an affinity for 2. So when they did the 1 and 2 remaster, I thought that was amazing. I played the crap out of the remaster. I'll definitely be playing this. I don't know when, but I got it installed to play, so hopefully before the next podcast, or maybe I can talk about it a little bit. We also got the PlayStation Plus game catalog games that are coming for July. And we got Cyberpunk 2077, Abiotic Factor coming July 22nd, 2022. Sorry, Banishers Ghost of New Eden coming to PS5. Bluey, the video game, coming to PS5 and PS4. Planet Zoo, PS5, Risk of Rain, PS5, PS4, Tropico 6, PS5, PS4, and New World Aterium on PS5. So a good chunk of games there. Also, the PlayStation Plus premium games are Twisted Metal 3 and 4. So
Twisted Metal.
But you got to have the Plus premium to play those games, which I still don't think that premium subscription.
I want to go back to PlayStation 3. I don't want any subscriptions.
I mean, you had to have a subscription to play online.
Not on PlayStation 3. On Xbox 360, yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. It was the other way around. I will say Xbox 360. Xbox Live was just online was way, way better.
People said it was better because they moderated it now, but nowadays they kind of just do it because they can and they can get away with it. I wish that, like, I don't know what. I think it should be free. PlayStation or PC's free.
I figured out what that noise was, Mr. Coffee. So that took a while there. It was my my laptop that had my other stuff on. The little fan thing must be going out that I have underneath it. So GBA Tony Hawk 2 is my favorite. Yep, I played GBA games as well. Obviously, they're way different than the console games, but I had Underground for. I don't remember if they made Underground 1 and 2 for GBA, but I had one of the Underground games. Yeah, they were fun. Obviously, they were way different than the console games, but they were still fun. I had a good time with them. All right, so jumping into the big news. Obviously, the biggest thing that we have for this week was the Ghost of Yotei State of Play. Happened yesterday. And they announced quite a good bit of stuff there. They showed off significantly more of the game. I'm very excited for the game. I loved Ghost of Tsushima. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. So much so I played on PS4 and PS5 when they did the remaster. And the gameplay that they showed for this, so the one weird thing that I think that might mess with maybe the flow of the game, if you will, is like you had the stances in Ghost of Tsushima that you had to switch between, and then this one you're switching between weapons. So it's got a little bit different like gameplay mechanics as far as like how the game actually is playing. But it does look good. I am really excited for the game. They also announced alongside it, they announced the trying to pull it up here. The Kurosawa mode returns alongside new immersive options. So black and white homage to legendary director Akira Kurosawa makes its return after fans fell in love with it in Ghost of Tsushima. It's a sign that not only Sucker Punch is happy with the response it received the first time around, but the team remains influenced by some of the prominent artists in the genre. This game comes out obviously October 2nd, 2025, but alongside it, they did announce the PS5 console editions that are putting out for this, which kind of, I'm trying to pull them up here. are kind of a little lame, if you will. I think. Anyway, I want to screen share for people that are watching the video podcast, but those are the special editions. So the PS5 Slims, no PS5 Pro, which I think is kind of weird considering like this game will heavily be pushing the PS5 Pro version of the game. I think the controllers are cool, but like the whole console is you got 2 color SKUs for it. I don't know, Matt. What do you think as like a special edition console? How do you think like on a grading scale with other special edition consoles that you've seen?
It looks cool, but like it looks cool. So it's like if I was going to get a PlayStation 5, I would pick this up, but it's not going to be a console that I like. Return my old one to go get this one. It's give me your favorite one, your favorite console edition, and then I'll rate it off of that one.
Me, like overall?
Yeah, what's like one of your favorites? It doesn't have to be the top one, just something off the top of your head.
Probably the Pikachu Nintendo 64 because it's like the most.
Okay, that one's a 10 out of 10.
Molded, like
that's a 10 out of 10. So
yeah.
This is like a 3 out of 10. If a normal edition is 1, this is a 3. Like if the normal console is a 1, Pikachu is a 10. This is a 3.
I mean, to be fair, like this isn't much different like than any of the Switch.
That's what I was about to say.
Because they're just like on the back, and you don't even actually really see them, or if they are, they're just on the Joy-Cons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the
single Switch. Like I have 2 Switch special editions: the Let's Go Pikachu special edition, and then the Tears of the Kingdom special edition. Both sealed, and they're both still not like great special editions. Sega CDX, bro. If I had my CDX on me, it's currently with a friend who's modding it for me. I'd show that off right now. But yeah, CDX is rad. If we're talking like console variations, probably like, oh my goodness. If we're not talking like special editions with like artwork on them.
Do you remember the Splatoon 2 special edition? I think that's the first one on the Switch 1.
Yeah, because it's got the different color Joy-Cons. That one's kind of cool.
Yeah, but it's like, doesn't that one only, like, there's nothing special to the dock, is there? Well, I think there's
nothing special to the dock.
And it's like, what was the point of getting it?
Yeah. My daughter, I passed that along to her, but we have that one, which is kind of cool because that one's okay too. But I don't think any of the special editions are great.
I will say,
you know,
this special edition of Ghosts, the one we're looking at here, is better than my Platinum White Edition PlayStation 4 that I got with Destiny.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah,
I have that one still.
There's some lame PS4
it's
special
only
editions.
White. That's all it is.
Yeah,
I mean that's all it is.
There's some lame PS4 special editions as well.
But
Same with Xbox
One.
Black. Yeah, it is. It's a cool color. It's a cool colorway for it. Yeah. So we're gonna jump into what I'm really excited to talk about this week because we don't usually get as much pop culture stuff in here as I'd like to. Although, I always advertise gaming and pop culture. But I did go see Superman today, which just came out this weekend, and I thought the movie was phenomenal. I think it's one of the best Superman movies to come out in a very long time. I did like Man of Steel a good bit, although I didn't.
That was a good one. I watched that one.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, but it wasn't one where I say like with this movie where I think this movie is absolutely brilliant. I think this is just a brilliant movie, whether you're a Superman fan or not, or like a DC fan or not. I think this is like a movie you could get into. Man of Steel, not so much. I feel like you got to be a Superman fan of some sort, or at least like know something about the DC universe to kind of get into that movie as much. But this one's like where it's like a standalone movie. It's just a Superman movie. There are other characters. There's actually a lot of characters that come into this, but it's not like a Spider-Man 3 thing where you have like 4 villains and it like there's too much going on and it's absolute disaster fest of a movie. You mix on Superman, a lot of people mixing Superman in 2025. You know, not as many people are into Superman as they used to be. I would say that for sure. Like when DC really ruled the comic book space in the 90s and stuff. But I grew up like a Superman fan. My dad collected Superman comics, Superman cards, Superman toys, and everything as a kid. So I grew up where I wouldn't say it's pushed on me, but we watched Christopher Reeves movies all the time. So Superman 1 through 3 all the time. And I love those movies. And still, I think Superman 2, Christopher Reeve film, was my favorite up until probably this. I think that this might have boosted off because I thought the Christopher Reeve Superman adaptation on film was the best that we've ever had. And I still think Christopher Reeve was a brilliant Superman. But this movie itself, James Gunn being behind this film, just phenomenal. They were able to bring in so many characters into the movie and not have like too much going on to where it's like there's too many characters, because like this isn't spoilers, you can watch this in the trailers, but you see Hawkgirl, Green Lantern, and then what's his name? I'm forgetting his name. I think it's I just said it earlier. I cannot remember the other guy's name because he's a more obscure character in the DC universe. But anyway, they come in and they're not even like the Justice League yet. They're coming in joking, thinking of a name for what this is going to be, like this union of superheroes, and they're calling it the Justice Gang. They call it that like 10 times in the movie. Comes in, it's like, hey, the Justice Gang is here. They're like, we're not calling it that. Like, they haven't come up with a name for it yet. So, like, Justice League is not even a thing yet with this movie. I will say this Superman is better. Oh, so you watched it, Mr. Coffee? Better than Superman 3 and 4? Definitely better than Superman 3, for sure. I thought the movie was... I thought it was great. You like Man of Steel except for the end scene. I thought Man of Steel was great too, but I thought this was way better. I just think it's as a standalone movie itself. I thought it was just phenomenal. The way they incorporated crypto in the movie, I thought was hilarious, but also like charming, and it worked. And like they had crypto as like not the dog you would think it'd be, like kind of like a Great Dane, like how they sort of portrayed it in the comic books in like the 90s, or like even if you ever watch Crypto, the Superdog cartoon, he's more of like a Great Dane, and this he's like a small, what would you call him? I don't know what kind of dog you would say this is, but it's not like what you would think it would be. But he's hilarious. I mean, when they bring crypto into the movie multiple times, like he's a significant part of the movie. Like actually steals the screen a couple of times in the movie and saves Superman, including in the first 5 minutes of the movie. It just is brilliant. It's just brilliant. It's funny, charming, and
he's a cute boy.
Yeah,
I'm looking at photos.
Yeah, so I don't know what type of dog you would say that is. That's a I can't think of the name of the dog. I had that type of dog as a kid, and I cannot think of what the breed is. But anyway, it just is like not what you would think Crypto would be. He's just like a little, kind of a tiny dog. But I thought that was brilliant. I thought that worked very, very well for the movie. And I think that having Lex Luthor as like the supervillain for the movie worked very, very well. They haven't really done that super well on film, I feel like, with Lex Luthor as like kind of a complex character where he's sort of battling between, because like he's obviously very evil in the movie, and if you watch into the movie you see what happens to him, which I won't give spoilers away, but it's like he's sort of bouncing back and forth early on in the movie to where it's like you think he might be like, oh, I care about humankind, and then you learn obviously he's Lex Luthor, he doesn't care about anybody but himself. But like you kind of see like a battle going back and forth between him early on in the movie where you might be like, okay, maybe he sort of does care about people more than he cares about like an alien. I watched Brightburn. That movie was that movie was weird, bro. It was a Superman horror movie essentially. Yeah, it was like a Smallville horror movie. If you watch the Smallville Superman series back in the day, yeah, very very weird one, but interesting movie.
So Crypto
but yeah,
the dog is a terrier mix.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah,
terrier.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, did you ever watch the Crypto the Superdog cartoon back in the day on Cartoon Network?
No.
Okay, look it up.
I'm a loser.
Look it up real quick so you can see screenshots.
Right.
When you see it. Me and my brother and stuff were super into that growing up because it came out in like 2006, something like that. So I was significantly older, but I still love Superman, so I thought it was really cool to get like a Crypto the Superdog TV series that ran for like 2 seasons.
Oh, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool for the time because like Crypto was pretty obscure before that came out. It was really random, and you had like Bat Dog in it, and
I did watch a tiny bit Sparky. Of this because I remember that cat.
Yeah, Sparky the cat. Yeah, the Flash's cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like there was a whole Justice League pet. I forget what they called them in the cartoon, but there was like a Pets Justice League. So there was like animals for all the superheroes. It was pretty interesting, but. Yeah, this I thought really brought characters in pretty well, and you see some of the characters that come on in later in the movie that I won't spoil. That I'm pretty sure are in the trailers, but are pretty interesting. That are in essentially like jail. They're in like a pocket universe and kind of in jail, and like you see some of the characters that come out. But I thought it was a brilliant movie, Matt. I think you should definitely watch it. I don't know how much like of a DC fan you are, but normally DC films aren't great.
I liked Aquaman when that came out.
Good.
I used to be a Marvel guy, but I stopped watching after Endgame. I haven't watched a lot since.
Me too.
I should.
I want to go see Fantastic Four on the 25th.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I want to get back into Marvel really bad, and from what I'm seeing, we're getting like kind of a revival with Marvel. It seems like that's the way that it's going, but I am the same way. Endgame, I was super into the MCU before that.
That was really good.
Endgame happened, it felt like, okay, this is a great conclusion, and it's like, no, we want to keep this going, so let's throw a bunch of crap at the wall. That's what it felt like after that. So I watched like sporadically like some stuff here and there, and just like was not like I watched Captain Marvel and I wasn't like sold on that movie. And then I watched
the multiverse, Spider-Man multiverse. I watched that.
Yeah, there was like I watched all the Spider-Mans that came out after, and like I thought they were all pretty okay. What there was two? Was there two or just the one?
I think there's two, but I only watched one.
Yeah, I think it's two that came out after, so I would have watched both. But the one that brought in Tobey Maguire and the other Spider-Mans, I thought was like a really good movie. I thought that was like a really good standalone movie. You know what I mean? Like you could watch that one and get into it. And it's like if you're a Spider-Man fan at all, like there was something there for you. But like I felt like they're throwing like this new. I say like there might be this revitalization of the series, and when I see the stuff with Fantastic Four. They've never done Fantastic Four good in movie.
They've never done it right.
They've never done it right ever, and I love Fantastic Four movies. They're all garbage. All three that came out are all garbage, absolute crap. And so, from what I'm seeing, I really want this movie to do good, and I want it to be a good movie because I think Fantastic Four is a great Marvel property, but it's never been done well.
Not been done right. Not in the movie.
Exactly. So this one I want to go see with my brother too, like I did with this movie, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what the Fantastic Four first steps, essentially like the origin of Fantastic Four, is basically what this movie is going to be, at least in the MCU universe. Endgame should have ended everything. They should have rebooted it all then. It's like it felt like that was the perfect conclusion for the MCU, and if it would have ended there, I would have been perfectly fine. Like this new Ironheart show, I haven't watched any of it, so I can't crap on it. But all I can say is that I know it's getting crapped on heavy.
I did like the first season of Loki. I love the first season of Loki. I haven't seen the second.
Didn't watch that. I did watch what WandaVision? Is that what it's called?
WandaVision. I watched some of them, not all of them. I want to go back and watch the rest, but my friends watched it without me, so I just watched the ones that they waited for the actual watch time to watch with me. But they're like, "Oh, we already saw this one. We're gonna watch the next one." I'm like, "Okay."
I thought that was great how they did it was like a 1950s sitcom show and kind of like transformed through the series. I thought that was really interesting. But that was a TV series. So that was it was a little bit different. But this new, let me pull up this Ironheart. Let me see if I can get like a critics review scores and.
Speaking of which, what would you rate Superman? That's what started this.
For me, I think it was a solid 9 out of 10 personally.
IGN gave it a 8.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't trust anything that any of these video game or media websites put out. They could have gave it like a 10 out of 10, and I still would have been like, you know what? I don't think it's a 10 out of 10. I think it's a brilliant movie, but IGN rated it wrong.
Let's start making a new website.
We need to because they're ideologically captured by some sort of political thing, and they all have like a agenda, and that's the problem with
agendas rather
every
than
single one of these websites have an agenda.
I want independent reviews of what you think.
That's why right now I'm going to say with the Ironheart show, which came out June 24th, which I think was the last Marvel thing to come out. The critic score is a 57. I trust the user score more. They give it a 3.8 out of 10. That's really bad. That's not good. And I believe that is the last, the newest Marvel thing. Yeah, I mean, it just came out June 24th, so just a few weeks ago.
Did you watch some of it?
I haven't watched any of it. I don't want to watch it. Personally, I watch trailers, and I'm not sold on it. Essentially, what they're trying to do is get a new Iron Man in the series, and they picked this little girl. It says Riri Williams returns home to Chicago to build her own armored suit and becomes entangled with Parker Robbins, the Hood, and after the events in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So I think, from my understanding, this is supposed to be essentially like trying to make her like a new Iron Man in the series, and it's just like, yeah, this. I mean, you can watch the trailer. I'm watching it right now as we're talking about. It's just, this does not look good. And obviously, both critics score. Don't care what critics have to say because I think they all have an agenda. The user score 3.8 out of 10. That's really bad. Makes me not have any interest in watching it at all. And I judged the trailer for myself, not looking at a score until just right the second. I didn't want to watch it when I watched the trailer, so I just based it on my own thing. Like, I think it looks interesting, I'll watch it. But before with the MCU pre-Endgame, I watched absolutely everything that came out. I don't know if you were like that too. Like,
I watched every movie, even Incredible Hulk that had a different actor in it.
I mean, I even watched the Netflix shows, Daredevil, The Punisher. What was the other one? There's a third one.
I didn't watch those. I watched the ones that directly relate to Endgame.
Okay, so I'll give you something to watch. It was really good. Came out the last thing that came out before Ironheart. It was really good. Daredevil Born Again, where they brought the series back and now they're incorporating him into the MC, like into the movies. Dude, so good. But I don't know how you are with like ultra violence because it's ultra violent, like where they couldn't put it into a movie. Or
Daredevil is pretty cool. I like how he can't.
Like Daredevil. My favorite.
He's like a lawyer and he can't hear.
Yeah, no, you can't see.
Deaf. Oh, he's blind. That's right. I'm an idiot sometimes.
Clip that. Hey, Jamie, clip that.
Hey, Jamie, I think that Pepper Potts should be the new Iron Man, not this little girl.
Pepper Potts? That's not... Clip it.
What?
That's not her name, bro. I'm not even going to correct you. They picked a comic book character that has failed a couple of times in the comics. Yeah. I'm not sure what... I don't know. I'm not sold on any of that. But Daredevil Born Again I thought was fantastic.
Who do you think Pepper Potts is?
Pepper Potts? I don't know, from Peppa Pig. What?
No, that's Iron Man's girlfriend.
No, that's not her name though. It's that's not her name. Look it up. Now you're confusing me, okay, and I can't remember because her name is not Pepper Potts. It's very similar to what you're saying, and I cannot remember now because you just screwed me up. But yeah, we'll have to clip that one for real because I feel like an idiot not being able to remember her name. And then also a little bit more on the Superman thing while we're on the topic of the movie. There was a report that revealed new details on James Gunn's DCU universe plan, including TV spinoff talks, Superman box office target, and much more. So it looks like Warner executives want Superman to gross more than $500 million globally, which is in line with Gunn's recent comments about $700 million being wide of the mark. Superman had a modest $225 million budget, kept in check by casting mostly little-known actors. David Cornsweet, who played Superman in the title role, so he was pretty much nobody knew who he was. So he did. The other thing that I guess I did not hit on the Superman thing is he has the look of Superman better than I think probably even Christopher Reeves. Like you could argue he didn't necessarily have the Superman look in particular, but he just kind of embodied the role in a particular way. Where with Man of Steel, like he's obviously like a good Superman, but he's like kind of like felt like too big to be Superman. This is David Cornsweet. He's like an average looking guy, not super muscular, stuff like that, where Superman in the comics not like a super muscular guy because he didn't need to be. But stuff like that. And I thought that his casting in the role is just kind of brilliant. Just same with Jimmy Olsen, little known actor and stuff like that. But they said Coates' script for this movie was announced in 2021 with producer J.J. Abrams leading the project. At the time, Coates said he was meaningfully adding to the legacy of America's most iconic mythic hero. Gunn has said that he could see a Coates script being turned into an Elseworlds movie like the Joker and Matt Reeves' The Batman, which exists in a separate universe in the DCU. So I kind of confirmed there when he was speaking that The Batman, which was the last Batman movie to come out with like 2023, something like that, is set in a completely different universe than this movie is. So that actor, what's the Twilight actor's name that played Batman last? What's his name?
I don't know.
I can't remember his name. But yeah, so he's apparently not going to be brought over as Batman for any like
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Him. Thank you.
But okay, so the next thing we got, this is very interesting. So this has been on for a couple of days. You played Subnautica, right?
Yeah, I love Subnautica. I have not played it in VR.
Below Zero?
I did not play Below Zero.
Okay, so
I was too scared.
You were too scared. Subnautica is a very fun game, but the stuff going on with this Subnautica 2 is very interesting. So says Subnautica 2 publisher Krafton blames leads for delay in statements saying they abandoned responsibilities. I keep getting a website crash on IGN, so bear with me here. I have to keep re-clicking the article for some reason. Says ongoing drama around Subnautica 2's delay and its team's upheaval continues, with the company Krafton issuing a lengthy public statement today accusing the studio's leaders of having abandoned responsibilities on the game, alleging they focus on personal projects rather than fulfilling their contracted roles, and suggesting the game's delay is their fault. In the published statement since the press, which we reprinted in full below, Krafton claims it made multiple requests to unknown worlds, so blah, blah, blah. I'm going to read some of the actual statement here from Krafton. So they put out statement, full content. It's a long one, so I'm just going to read some of it. It says, to our 12 million fellow subnauts, first and foremost, we sincerely thank you for continued support. Bull crap PR speak here. I'm going to skip that. Krafton deeply values Subnautica's unique creativity, more PR speak. We collaborated closely with the studio's leadership, who were central to the creation of the original Subnautica to foster the optimal environment for a successful Subnautica 2. Specifically, in addition to the initial $500 million purchase price, we allocated approximately 90% of the up to $250 million earnout compensation to the 3 former executives, with the expectation that they would demonstrate leadership and active involvement in development of Subnautica 2. However, regrettably, the former leadership abandoned the responsibilities entrusted to them. Subnautica 2 was originally planned for an early access launch in early 2024, but the timeline has since been significantly delayed. Crafton made multiple requests to Charlie and Max to resume their roles as game director and technical director, respectively, but both declined to do so, in particular following the failure of Moonbreaker. Crafton asked Charlie to devote himself to the development of Subnautica 2. However, instead of participating in the game development, he chose to focus on a personal film project. So there's a bunch of drama going on behind this game. It was supposed to come out in early access last year, and based on their timeline, it doesn't seem like it's even coming out this year. And there's a lot of money on the line for this game. They're talking $500 million with sales of this game, and then $250 million being put back into the development for Subnautica 2. That's crazy. I would have never thought that development cost was anywhere near that for this particular series. Like, this does not feel like a $250 million development game. Yeah. You know what I mean? It does not. Yeah. Like, Subnautica 1 was great. I thought it was a really fun game. But if you had said anywhere like even $100 million put into that game, I would not think that's a $100 million game, personally.
No, it's
Below Zero, same thing. Would not think that there's that kind of money put into that game. So, very interesting, man. The drama around this seems like, I don't know, maybe Subnautica 2 early access 2026 is sounding like. If people completely abandon the roles that they were paid for already in the development of the game.
They pick better people, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. But that was the last thing that we had for today's episode. Is there anything, Matt, that we might have missed or that you want to add in? Or
yeah, thanks for having me today. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, no, appreciate being on. Good time for sure. We're also going to be, I guess, for anybody that's watching live right now, if you're watching the live episode, we're doing a Mario Kart tournament tomorrow. Me and Matt are going to start streaming at 8, but the tournament starts at 9. Is that right?
Yes. Okay. At 8:30, we're going to start allowing people to join in on the tournament. So we're going to queue up and stuff and make sure everything's good.
How many racers can there be again?
It sounds like currently we have 4 lobbies, and we are going to run Grand Prix. I think 2 Grand Prix. And then we're going to add up how many points you get in the Grand Prix. And so we have 4 lobbies. So that means, what is there, 24 racers. So 24 times 4 people are in it. So there's that 24 racers, right? Okay. So times 4, that's how many racers we have currently, but we're still accepting more. If you show up at 8:30 tomorrow, we can get you in a race.
So we got 72 people that are going to be playing tomorrow?
Yeah. I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was that big.
I didn't either. I thought we were talking like one set, 24 racers. I had no idea we were doing like multiple lobbies.
I'm hosting one of the lobbies. I just learned that about 30 minutes before this podcast started. Yeah, we're just gonna have fun.
You got good internet, Matt?
I have good enough internet.
All right. Hopefully it doesn't screw this up.
Okay.
I'm a little on the weary side. I'm just kidding. I'm excited though. It's gonna be fun. This is the first tournament that I've done for Mario Kart World. Done a ton for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Switch through the years. So this will be pretty fun. I'm excited to do it. They're talking about you brought one that they might do another one next Saturday or something.
They might. That sounds like they're going to do another one every weekend. So sometimes on Saturday, sometimes a Sunday. We don't have to do it with them.
Yeah.
We're going to see how the first one goes.
It's cool they're doing. Yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes. I'm excited for it though. I think it'll be fun. Am I going to do well? Absolutely not. I don't expect to be even in the top 15.
But it'll be fun.
I'm playing it for fun. I for sure. If you guys watch any of our streams where me and Mark were playing, it was always like it was neck for neck. But I think I only ever won one race with Mark, like one knockout tour. But it was always neck and neck. But we were just playing with bots, obviously, so it kind of sucked. So playing with real racers is going to be interesting, you know.
I finally got 3 stars in all the cups. I beat it on 50, 100, and 150 cc for the pre's. I have not started doing the
special
knockout tours yet to try to beat that part. I played like a few online races and I get owned.
Yeah, dude, the online races with other people are brutal.
Okay, but I did come. I don't know. I came in 4th place on a knockout tour
with like randoms.
With randoms online.
I'm telling you, the randoms are so good, dude. Like you play online, I've done it a couple times. I'm like, wow, I am not.
I keep seeing shorts and TikToks of just people doing
like
these
crazy
insane
tricks and things that people are doing.
Yeah, tricks.
Dude. Yeah, they trick the whole race. That's the problem, right? With Mario Kart World, you have the I don't even know what you call it. I don't know if they came up with a name yet for it. Like on Mario Kart DS, they had the snaking where you were like snaking behind people. I don't know if you played that one, but that was like
draft. I did. I think if you're behind someone and then you steal their wind, that's called drafting.
Okay, so yeah, that was in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like you could do that too, and Mario Kart Wii, right?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's on DS though.
Well, yeah, that's like the snaking. That's what where you're going behind people to get a boost.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm definitely excited to do it. But we appreciate everybody watching, all the audio listeners. If you're on any of the audio platforms, either give us a like, follow, subscribe, depending on the audio. I know they're all
5
different.
stars.
Yeah, and then we are putting out video for all the podcast episodes on Spotify now. So we've been doing that for like the last 10 episodes. I haven't really said anything on YouTube about that, but the videos are doing very, very well on Spotify. So we appreciate your support and people on all the different like 30 plus audio platforms we're on. Like it's pretty cool to see like some of the charts and stuff. That we've been able to chart in. So I appreciate all the support. Thanks, everybody, for watching, listening, and we'll see y'all later. Have a good one, guys.
Peace. Bye. Enjoy Donkey Kong.